Hello, it's Tammy, and we're going to be doing a cash stuffing today, and we have a lot to catch up on for expense updates. Alright, so let's start with the new debt, pretty much. It's not loan debt or anything like that, but it is credit card debt, unexpected, which that's why I keep my credit cards, just so we can afford things that we need unexpectedly. And let me get to the correct spot. We're going to do this first, and then we're going to go over the income and the budgeting part of the video. Where am I? Okay, so last week we budgeted out $40 for Kieran's gift for his birthday party. I spent $31 of that. Used expenses, $100 for diapers, pillows, detergents, all that. I can't remember if we went over that last time. I think we did. I believe we did. So that was paid with the credit card and then paid right back towards it. Okay, this is what we need to catch up on. So groceries, this go around $149. I actually did not have to spend anything in groceries last week, so this is a bi-weekly. If you remember, I spent over $300 in groceries on the 3rd, so that really got us, like, meat-wise and meal-wise. So here's the new expenses, and I have it after this budget right here, just to this was after Sunday, so since we don't get paid until Wednesday, it just seems a little off. That's why it took me a while to find it. But bought paper towels and detergent, and I paid for delivery. That was $44 total. The delivery wasn't that bad, and that's for a tip. Anywho, Mercury credit card, I paid that off the beginning of this year, and Chris broke his phone. He was getting in the van, and as he was shutting the door, the phone fell out of his pocket, and he shut his phone in the door. So that was $196. We're not going to include that in the total monthly expenses because that is just out of, that's not going to be part of the monthly. And I want to try to keep the monthly on an average of what I would typically spend, just to keep up with that. And then credit one payment. This is Chris's credit card. He got it a few months ago to help build his credit. Because if you know, we were trying to see how long it would take for us to get a house. He got the credit card to pay on it, and it's the same Credit One card I have where I pay $9 every month just to keep it open. That's the fee. It's a starter credit card. But what happened was they would not accept the payment out of his bank account. And if you know how to get around this, please let me know, because his credit score has went down 40 points because they have negative remarks on there. But he has the reference numbers from where he's made 3 payments, and they have sent back all 3 of those payments. So it maxed out the credit card with all the fees, and I guess they're closing the credit card now, but they would not accept anything under $90 because that is how much overdraft the credit card went, was $90, and I had to pay that out of my bank account. So I do not understand why they would not accept his. He has a Chime account, just like I use my Chime account to pay them. I've never had an issue, and he cannot get a hold of anybody at the place. So is there any possible way that you guys know how he can get that removed off of his credit report? because he was literally a couple points in his score away from being able to qualify for a loan. And now he's 40 something away from it. And it just really ticks me off because this was supposed to help him. And now I'm just going to have to pay it every month just to make sure it gets paid because he can't do it out of his own account. So that was $90 of complete buffer. I have like $12 left in buffer after spending that $90. And we had just got up there to where we had a good buffer. So that makes me a bit nervous because now we have these 2 credit card payments that's coming out of my end, what I receive. So let's get into the actual credit card stuff. I made a payment of $210. That was to cover that $100 that I spent. So it brought down the total to $679, but then we added that almost $44. So now it's back up to $722 on my Walmart card. My Capital One card is at $201.56, and my Amazon card is at $163.60. And I have a plan for all this, you guys. I have a plan. Now I'll put it right here because I'm not putting anything in sinking funds this month. So, but this is what I plan on doing to pay off. Instead of paying the $100 on Walmart, instead of paying extra on these cards every month, I'm going to take all the additional that I can take from these and pay it towards this. So I'm going to be paying Amazon off next month. Then after that, I'm going to add the $75 I would have been paying towards Amazon and add it with the Mercury, and we're going to get that paid off by January. So January, we're going to have 2 of these credit cards paid off, and there is no way around this. I am doing this because it just makes me too nervous to have too many balances on a credit card. Then we're going to, I don't know what the minimum balance is for this yet, so I just didn't check that. And we can actually probably do more because with Walmart, that's $70 right there. That will be added up to that. We'll just see how it goes. It is coming up on Christmas, but total and credit card payments, if I were to pay this amount, would be $305 a month. So I feel like I can definitely at least pay these 2 down, and then Capital One, after I pay these 2 off, it's going to be able to pay off the Capital One. And with Chris's, I'm just hoping that they do close the account because he don't need an account that's going to do him like that anyway, and nobody answers. That is the most frustrating thing ever. So nobody has answered. Anywho, I will stop ranting about that. I do have some new sheets right here that I'm going to keep track of. Well, we're going to move these sheets for the next month because these are almost full. But also, we're going to use for, what's it called? Goodness, the Mercury card and Chris's new card. And let me just put this back here with the other one from next month. Not going to worry about filling it out this month. But this is where we're at so far for this month, income-wise, expense-wise, and bill-wise. The bill is, oh, that broke. The bill is a little different because it's minus $75 because my mother paid, no, it's minus $70 because my mother paid for her truck insurance. But I just didn't change it. Just because if she didn't pay that, and if she's not going to continue to pay that, I don't know. I don't want to just count it out bill-wise. You know, I don't want to say, oh, no, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because I might. Alright, so let's go over what we have this month. Or this week. Goodness, sorry. Cut for a second. I want to check on Karen, and I accidentally pressed stop instead of pause. Okay. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. So 500 this week. And it's going to be probably less than that next week because of Thanksgiving. So that's another reason. I just want these credit cards off of me. I had them off of me. And just life happens though. That's what I'm having to tell myself. Life happens and it's okay. Okay. So pretty much for expenses, like I said, I'm not counting that $196. We're going to go ahead and add this up for the end of the month. I know we still have 2 more pays in November. But, like I said, I want to get a week, 2 weeks ahead on everything. And this week, we should end up getting 2 weeks ahead. So we're going to go ahead and total out for the month. And it was $134. I'm going to put that down here too. So total for this month was $1,800. Okay, so we definitely know that we did not make it. We definitely know we did not make it without going over. So I do know that last month we had a remaining, it was $226 from last month. So we'll see how much negative we are after we take that into account. So previous month we had $226, I think. It's either $226 or $223. It's another reason why I'm doing these. Yeah, $226. Okay. So, $1,800 minus the $1,620, $180. And look at the expenses. Okay. Let me think. Okay, we're going to add that 70. So that leaves us $250 of our own income. So minus the $714.96, that leaves us with negative $464. But we had the $226. So adding that in there, we are negative $238.96. But we have to keep in mind this is also 2 weeks ahead of the end of month. So we'd actually be getting more income for the total month, but I really rather stick with the 4 weeks. It just feels like it's easier to keep up with the 4 weeks instead of doing the 5-week ones. But since we're like this month, we should be in the positive next recap that we do. So that's the hope, at least. Okay. Let's get back over here. Okay. Now, I am going to have to get change from these two. Alistair lost a tooth, and he knows that there's no tooth fairy. He asked for just a small pack of the small, like, $4 packs of Pokemon cards. So he lost the tooth, I think, on Sunday. He's like, Mom, when are you going to have money? It's like, I'm so sorry, I don't have it right now. So I'm going to use the change from these two. So 160 is going in both of those. And then 50 towards child support. Of course, we don't have any small bills in here. So let's just see where we're at. We're going to put 60 in the bank account for child support because this is the account that only has the $12 in it now, and I don't like it being that low because I don't like surprises. So we're just going to leave that extra 10 in there for a buffer. So we're going to put 10 buffer right here. And then got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60 for ORNL. We'll pay that today probably. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Mariner, probably pay that today as well. It just depends on how Hoodlum is doing. Hey, baby! Speaking of, that means he broke down the gate. Yeah, you opened the door? We can't turn on your shows though, honey. Not right now. Okie dokie. There's the fan. Okay, so let's put this in the ORNL. He's turning everything on in here. He turned on the TV. He got the fan on. He got the lamp on. Here's the Mariner. Okay. So Mariner called me and they were like, hey, you need any extra money for the holiday? And I was like, hey, let me just ask you something. It's like, I get paid for babysitting and I get child support. So could I even qualify to get more? And they were like, oh, well, not unless you pay taxes on it. And I was like, oh, so I've got to wait a whole year. I've been using you guys for so long, and obviously I haven't missed a payment, but I didn't say this, but this is just how I felt. It's like, so I can't even get back up to where I was, which I don't want to do that because I do want to pay my debt off. It was just very frustrating, like, why on earth? Why on earth? We're just going to even that out, so that's the bathroom door. That sounded creepy. But yeah, it's frustrating. I can't do anything to help us financially anymore if we did need the extra help other than the credit cards. I just hope that we're going to be past it soon. And I do hope that we still get a tax refund this year. And, yeah. That's where we're at. Just kind of stuck at the moment. Okay, so we are spending $380 out of the $500. So that should leave $120. And let's figure out where the $120 is going. Because we definitely will have to have extra money for food because we're having a birthday party on the 2nd, which we do still have, you know, time, but I just rather know what I'm going to have. So we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Don't know what I want to do. We'll do gas because I did not end up putting gas in my van last week. And then obviously grocery. I feel like we literally don't need anything else. Where'd you find that, baby? He found one of his old passies that I had up as like a keepsake, but he never used the passy, just like a handful of times, and he's sucking on it right now. Okay, so we're gonna do, yeah, you're waving at mommy. $40 in gas, $80 in groceries. I was thinking about just doing pizza for his birthday party, but I don't know about it. That's expensive, and I don't know how many people's going to be there, but also making a Thanksgiving dinner is going to be expensive. And this year, we're going to Chris's family's, so I don't think they need us to contribute anything. So I don't know if I want to do anything here or what. This time of year is just very to me. I don't know why. It's just been more stressful since we have Chris's birthday on the 17th. We have Kieran's on the 29th. Mine was on the 6th. And then there's some other anniversaries that I don't like in this month. But, you know, life happens. But yeah, I think that is about it. Okay, actually, no, it's not. Because I told y'all that whenever I hit 500 subscribers, that I will start adding physical copies of my stuff on my Etsy shop. Don't even whine, honey. So this is part of a binder that I'm going to be making. I had to grab it from him because he was taking it out of the printer. But look, I have 4 scratch and save. Can you stop faking? What? I have 4 scratch and saves done. So, if you were interested in these, please stay tuned. If I get up to 500 subscribers, these are going up. I still don't know the price yet. I think maybe, I don't want to say. I want to wait. I need to figure up how much this cost me to make first. And then figure up, I just need to figure out a balance for the shipping. That's the biggest issue that I've had. This right here is just, you can fill it out with whichever, and it's laminated so you can erase. But yeah, it's front and back. We have the holidays, we have the seasons. Let's keep going. We have just random savings. We have home savings, date night, clothing savings, car, medical, emergency, and self-care. Alright, so I got 4 of them ready and made to put on there. I'm only going to put on there what has already been made up. I do have 1 full planner printed. I'm working on the second planner. It took me 3 days to make 3 of these. So it's very time consuming. I don't know how much I'm going to charge for them yet, but please stay tuned. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. It just helps with the algorithm, and like and comment and just let me know what you think, and maybe throw some numbers out there. I want it to be affordable, but I'm also, you know, stay-at-home mom, and this is going to be some income, and I want to get money's worth out of my time. But that is officially all for today, and I will see you all next time. Yeah, and I hope you have a good day. See you later. Bye.